do a tarot spread for the day, and I test it out live. So if you like that kind of stuff, wow, I suck at that. Okay, if you like that kind of stuff, please start tuning in, because talking to no one has not been... I am sucking at this. Ah, there we go. Did it. I should learn not to do it that way, because eventually that will get down and I will start burning myself. How fun. Okay, good. Well, nobody's here to see that either. So today, April 15th, welcome to my live. Going to have a little sip of coffee. We're going to clear the energy. We're going to talk about the energy of the day. We're going to do my 3-card spread, and then I'll post about it. How fun, right? Let's see. Good karma. Put that right in the corner. Okay, let's clear. Hi. It's one of those days. It really is. So, gonna clear that energy. Gonna breathe deep. Gonna have a good day. Thank you, little belly bell. Okay, so let's start with the energy of the day, and that is the 2 of Swords. So today, April 15th, 2 of Swords is the best fit, because tension today is not the problem. The problem is whether you are reading it correctly, not because the day is passive, because it's not. It's because the day is charged with opposites. So that's desire versus restraint, and impulse versus judgment. What you feel and what is actually true. So your timing versus someone else's, and you and someone else. Everything's a little off today. So the 2 of Swords fits because this day can produce a standoff inside a person. You know something needs to be faced or said or chosen or clarified. But part of you is still trying to hold the tension in place instead of cutting through it. So it's kind of like that stalemate. You know you have to move forward, but you don't want to, and you're really fighting to stay in that position. 2 of Swords. So let's do my little... Let's find out what that tension is about. That's what the spread is about. Find out what that tension is about. Because you're really holding on to it, not you. Everybody is. It's a collective. Everybody's holding on to something right now. They really don't want to let it go. So let's find out what that tension is. So where the friction actually is. So this is the source of the mismatch, not just the surface irritation. What's underneath? The King of Swords. Okay. So that's telling me that there's a tension underneath about knowing what you need to do, knowing where you need to go. It's a truth. He's holding the Ace of Swords. He's got it down. So when the sword is down, you're not fighting it. You're actually just holding it in a very dangerous spot. But you're holding it. You're holding this truth. Okay? And you're sitting there. You're being, See, the King of Swords is the height of the swords arcana, minor arcana. So they have control and mastery of it. But because you have control and mastery of it, it is paralyzing you. It is stopping you. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You know what you need to do. And you're just holding that truth dangerously, right? You're not fighting, right? The sword is down. You're not fighting, but you're holding it. For some reason, it has you in this holding position. So the real source of the mismatch is you. Whatever this irritation is, you are holding it very tightly. You know better. But you're not going to let it go. So what I'm not reading clearly yet, that's the next position. And it's the part of the situation that is blurred by emotion, urgency, or assumption. What are you not seeing clearly? So you're sitting there thinking, I'm going to hold this position, but there's some information that you haven't seen yet, haven't been introduced yet. There's something in there that you don't know about yet. So you're going to the Sun. So what you're not seeing clearly yet is the positive side of this decision, of this movement, of this pull, right? You're standing there because you must be thinking that there's no upside to this. I don't need to make a decision because there's no upside to it. You're not seeing clearly what the good is in making the decision. Because sometimes no decision is a decision. So you're sitting there with your sword, your knowledge. You're sitting there saying, I don't have to make a decision because it's not going to work out good for me. You're not seeing the positive in it. You're not seeing what's good about making that decision. You're not seeing the upside. So, wow. So what honest alignment looks like here. What becomes possible when you stop reacting and see the dynamic of what it is? What happens if you do make a decision? Because right now you're very comfortable not making a decision and you've justified it. And it's because you haven't seen the positive side of choosing. So, what honest alignment looks like here? What could happen if you make a choice? Five of Swords. Well, if you make that choice, you could see clearly what is truly happening. So the Five of Swords is usually about strategy. It's about winning at all costs. It's about, being right even though you're losing your friends kind of idea. So if you actually make this decision, I think what you're going to find out is that you're going to actually see who's on your side. You're actually going to see possibly the people that you're going to be hurting. Possibly you're going to see what the truth is. Who are your friends? Who is really there to stand by you when you make this decision? Maybe you don't want to lose friends over this decision. Maybe you don't want to find out that you had good times friends, not long time friends. Whatever this decision is that you're holding on to here, and it's because you don't see the positive side, and I think the positive side is going to be that you're going to really see where you stand with people. You're going to see where you really are, how other people actually see you. And very understandably, a lot of people would love to live in La La Land and pretend that, your friends are true blue friends, or they are, or maybe you're standing in how you think they see you. But in all honesty, it might be that the truth of it, if you're holding it, you kind of already know the truth of it. But the truth of it is that maybe they're not great friends, or maybe something's not going to work out the way you thought it would. But it's better to see the truth, because then you can move on, then you can move forward, then you can see the path clearly, because you're not muddying it and you're not putting stuff into it that is not for you. So it's a hard decision today. There's opposites today, and you're really holding on to that sword so tight. So it's going to be an eye-opening day for everyone. So thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me test my 3-card spread. It looks like a challenging day, an eye-opening day, but in the end, we got to see that Clearly, it's all for the good. Clearly, it's all for benefit of you. It is positive. That is the one takeaway from this whole thing, that in the end, it is a positive thing to know exactly who your friends are, know exactly how you are seen and perceived. It is all good. You can hold that sword properly. So, 2 swords today. Thank you for being here. Love you. Bye.